What is up, everybody? So today we're back with episode 2 of the FA20 rebuild, and so I found out from the machine shop that this block right here is absolutely junk. Thing is the boat anchor. So probably gonna be looking at either getting a built block from IAG or out front if my heads and everything are good, or having to get a new motor all together, which would kind of suck. So today we're going to be taking apart the heads, getting those diagnosed. I already know that one of them is going to need to be rebuilt on the valves, because what happened was the piston, cylinder 2, the connecting rod, gave out and literally shot out and sent the piston into the cylinder head. So pieces of piston, got stuck in between, I believe, the exhaust valves or the intake valves. Don't remember off the top of my head. But so I already know one head's gonna have to be rebuilt, but I'm gonna have to check to make sure the head didn't get warped or anything, so I could reuse the heads. Because if I could reuse the heads, that'll save a lot of money, considering I already have to replace the entire short block. So today we'll be taking the heads apart and figuring all that out. So we're gonna start by taking the cam carriers apart. I can already assume that these cams are gonna be junk based off of some of the scoring. Most journals look decent, like that one doesn't look too bad. But then there's some journals, like those, that are pretty toasty. Those ones look to be all right. That one, not so much. That one, definitely not. So let's get cracking. So we took apart the right side cam carrier, and well, all these cam journals are done. They are all scored up, and the cams aren't looking hot on both of them. So cams, journals, and turbo sump will definitely have to be replaced. But the actual cam carrier itself, for the most part, looks like it might be salvageable. So as you guys can see, I got the left head or left cam carrier taken apart here. As you can tell, all these journals are fried. If you're ever taking your motor apart, you see grooves and scoring like that, no good. No good. Even these ones, this side's actually a lot worse than the right side, it seems. Even though the right side is the side that had the piston hit it. But you can see that big groove right there, no good. You don't ever want to see that if you're taking your motor apart. And the cams, all scored up, pretty bad. These these at the end are the worst. It's got a huge line going through them. Don't ever let your motor run out of oil, even though I didn't do that on purpose. Yeah. So it's safe to say that even though I thought that these cam carriers were going to be salvageable, they ain't. New camshafts, new cam carriers. Got a lot of plans for that thing right there. Now let's get into taking apart the heads. All right, so as you see, here we got the left head. Put on new studs and everything before all this happened. Of course, fucking brand new gasket. Won't even come off, but everything's been taken apart except for valves. And then we got the spark plugs in here. But you ready to see some carnage? That's not supposed to be like that. As you can see, the piston absolutely slapped this head. Freshly machined head. Piston absolutely destroyed those valves. So, let's get to disassembling. Alright guys, as you see, we're now in my basement. I got both cylinder heads with me. Gotta start taking them apart. Been a little while since the last part of the episode you saw, because been waiting on tools and parts. So, but let's actually get into taking these things apart. Alright, as you guys see, we got one side taken apart. We got the intake side over here. All of these valves don't look too bad, especially considering I just had them all, this whole entire head machined and hot tanked. That one's a little crusty from carbon, but none of them appear to be bent. So that's good. These are all getting replaced anyway, because we making the sauce with this car after. But all the exhaust valves look great. All good. So right head done. Now let's move on to the left head, which this is our problem head, because as you can see, cylinder 2, that spring is compressed. No bueno. Alright, so I just had to stop the time lapse to show you guys this. I just took off the second exhaust spring on cylinder number 4, right? The side that ain't all fucked up. But look at what we got here. The oil seal came off of the valve guide. That's not good. Alright guys, so we got most of the exhaust valves off. Obviously, as you saw, that oil seal came off. But this last exhaust valve on cylinder 2 is basically all the way compressed, because it's kind of stuck open. So we're going to continue, take the intake valves off. I'm going to see if I can get this to come out either off camera. If not, probably just going to have the machine shop do it. But after that, probably going to wrap this video up. So let's get taking these intake valves off. Alright, as you can see, we got all the intake valves out. We got 3 out of 4 of the exhaust valves out. This one, as I said, gonna have a little bit of trouble with, but everything looks to be not too bad, hopefully. All that can get cleaned up, fixed up at the machine shop. Some metal pieces in there. But yeah. But with all that being said, I think we're just gonna leave this episode at this one and pick it right up when I get the heads back from the machine shop. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the night. Have a good one. Peace.